Okay, let's see here. Okay. We are live. Whoa, that was quick.
Team Deathmatch. Take no prisoners, comrades.
What the hell? God damn it. My controls got all screwed up. That's better. Fuck. I don't like the scope. I gotta change that.
Enemy helicopter approaching. Enemy UAV is airborne.
I'm more than a tad rusty. I haven't played this in like a long time.
Enemy UAV is airborne. Enemy UAV is airborne.
Welcome, Ashlyn, to the stream. Just doing a little bit of, I saw the latest Lumix video where Wings was playing this. I'm doing about as well as he did that day, but I figured, what the hell? I haven't played this in a while. I had some time to kill. I have to get off at, the top of the hour. Not get off the same way DSP got off.
We're losing this fight. Enemy UAV is airborne.
Oh,
Enemy
that went
helicopter
well.
approaching. Enemy UAV is airborne. Time is running out.
Jesus, look how bad we are.
Enemy UAV is airborne. We may have lost the battle.
Joined
but
in
not
progress.
for long.
Guess you can call it that. That could have gone better. Boy, I really don't have a lot of time in this game. Yeah, I'm leaving that lobby. Fuck that. Yeah, let's just use a red dot. I always did better with that. Weekend limited playlist. Snipers. Yeah, we're not doing those. There are that few people playing now? Oh, there we go.
Team deathmatch. Take no prisoners, comrades!
Oof.
We've taken the lead!
Oof, oof, oof. That could have gone better.
Enemy UAV is airborne! We've lost the lead!
Double kill. I need to snipe. Yeah, that was a sniper kill. Is it obvious I don't know this map very well?
Our UAV is online! We've taken the lead! Friendly airstrike on the way!
have to say, this game does not look very good on the PS5. I guess can't really compare it to modern CODs, but it's very like shiny and janky. Oh, fuck.
Enemy UAV is airborne. Friendly helicopter on the way.
Oh, there's one of our helicopters.
Our UAV is online.
Yeah, basically. Welcome to the stream, blood.
Our UAV is online.
Hey, welcome, Java. Or Jav Dog, rather. Yeah, I just felt like I would, because I have about... Oh, shot in my ass. What was I gonna say? So, at like 1 o'clock, I'm gonna be watching a movie with my, daughter. But I don't really have anything to do between now and then, or I didn't.
Our UAV
So I
is
was,
online.
and then just happened to glance on my YouTube feed. I guess Wings had a bad Call of Duty stream yesterday. And of course, Lumix covered it. And so I watched that, and I was like, eh, it looks kind of like fun, so figured why not. Not that I expect I'm going to do much better than him.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
And that reminds me, I need to go check on my ticket with Streamlabs. And I love how he didn't make the goal, so now he's just gonna keep raising. Yeah, oh shit, I just realized the thing went live. What was I gonna... Yeah, now he's raising the tips goal every day, so probably it's gonna be $200 streams again. And it's funny, I still, you know, that my original video is still getting a lot of hits.
On the way.
So I still get comments, multiple comments every day. And it's still probably one of the, holy, oh, did I get that kill? Oh, nice. You know, just the constant things of, like, who watches this guy? Why is everyone watching this guy? Why does he have any fans? And it's like, well, it's kind of hard to explain. And also, I'm not going to be streaming tonight because I got a friend coming over. I haven't seen him in a while, so... Let's do Winter Crash. check something here. Twitter. No, not Twitch. All my settings are screwed up. Well, not screwed up, but they're all changed to my computer because I formatted my hard drive and reinstalled Windows, so all my saved stuff is gone. Let's see, how much was this? Wow, only 100. Ooh. I mean, only 28 left. I thought it was on for 2 hours. Well, we'll see about that. Crap, let me pull on my stream here. There we go. Yeah, I was kind of jumping in and out of Anne's restream. I was still shocked that it was only 1,500. I was so certain. I would have put money down on it being $2,000. Oh yeah, I tapped out the eating segment. That's why I started streaming at that time, and I'm glad because, you know, there were some very nice people. You know, if you know what I mean. I mean, I just like chatting with people in general, but, you know, get contributions as well is much appreciated. So I keep forgetting you can't slide in this. Also, the stupid thing too was that,
Enemy UAV is airborne.
like, I don't know why he made a poll thing, or why he would say, okay, either Sonic or some random Indian restaurant near me. Like, isn't the point of DSP tries it to be like you know, so you could see if he likes particular food, so therefore, like, you might want to try it. Like, if he tries, like, some shit at Sonic, and he's like, hey, this stuff is really good, man, you know, definitely give it a shot, then, like, okay, that makes sense. But when you just do some random Indian restaurant in, you know, in Seattle, oh, nice, then what's the point? Because then if he says, like, oh, this is the greatest thing in the world, it's like, well, okay, that's great. But how many people are going to be able to go and enjoy that? Like, I've seen some of the past ones, or Ann pulled up a few, where he would go and, you know, get, like, the spicy chicken fin from McDonald's, or the Impossible Burger from Burger King. Like, that makes sense. You know, let's see how this, yeah, that's the thing, too. Indian food's fucking expensive. I was bummed because, I mean, I really like Indian buffets because they're such a good deal and the food is so fucking good, at least the ones near us. But then after COVID hit, they, you know, most of them stopped doing that. So, like, there was one place near us that we loved going to, but then they stopped doing buffets. And to eat there, you're paying, like, double the price, but getting half the food. So now we can't go there as much anymore. I wonder if they might be back to normal now. We haven't gone since they, like, relaxed all the mask protocols and shit. I could have sworn I had another frag grenade.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Nice. Yeah, it's everything too. I'm strapped for cash. Let me throw down $100 on dinner. Although, I mean, I gotta be honest, but years ago, when I first tried to get into YouTube and failed miserably, I actually almost had like a, Your Beliefs tries. I mean, I didn't call it that, obviously, but it was, I was trying out the new Girl Scout cookies that they had made. I think they were, what was it? It was s'mores. Yeah, it was a s'mores cookie that the Girl Scouts had just started to sell. Spoiler, they're not that good. Or at the very least, they're not worth how expensive they are. Nor are most Girl Scout cookies, to be honest. My daughter used to be in Girl Scouts, and so we would be selling them every year. That was the other fucked up thing, too, was that... So we did the thing where we got some sales in, and then COVID hit. And then we had, like, no way to get the cookies to anyone. So we ended up just refunding everyone's cash. And we kept the cookies for ourselves.
Friendly airstrike on the way!
And then I had one thing where I sold them at my job. And when the ladies came up, or they signed the thing, and it just had like, I don't know, like $10 on it, but there was no food. And I'm like, well, what do you want? She goes, I don't want anything, I just want to contribute to the Girl Scouts. And it's like, well, that's kind of weird. If $10 can either get you nothing,
Enemy UAV is
or
airborne!
can give you something. Although I guess the argument could be made, well, if you just give $10, that's pure profit versus $10, which has to be, you know, it's not as much if you're buying cookies.
Friendly helicopter on the way!
Although Ann did get a bunch of good stills and sound effects from the DSP Tries It. I was screwed as soon as I saw him.
This is our last chance!
I'd love to see what happens though, because okay, if DSP now has to raise the tip goals to make back the money, so then what happens if he doesn't hit any of the tips goals? Then what is he gonna do? Ouch. Like, then does he just lose everything? 'Cause the way he describes it, yeah, if he doesn't hit his tips goal, he doesn't have, you know, anything.
Our UAV is online!
Oh wait, damn, I just killed the Claymore. He ran away. Hey, welcome, Jay Kramer. Yeah, of course. Blame everyone but himself. It really is amazing. Fuck. Oh, he shot through the wall, I guess. Just the utter lack of, well, yeah, I mean, that's... And that kind of does go with the whole narrative of his supporters have to be like the people who really give him money, not like the people who throw down like little bits here and there, like the people who and definitely not the troll tips, although he gets almost none of those. There was a great one. I don't even consider it a troll tip as much as just like a funny thing with someone. I wish I'd clipped it. Basically, someone tipped him $1.30 and said that you should have put more points into speech so that you can convince more people to tip you. And instead of like laughing with it, he goes, "No, that's not how it doesn't work that way." It's like, come on, that's just a fucking funny joke. I don't care. You know, like they say, I don't care who you are. That's funny right there. Wow, why is the lighting so bad on that cameo? Yeah, I mean, like I said before, I'm shocked that the goal was so small. Like I said, I would have bet money it was going to be $2,000. But okay, it's $1,500, which still is about $1,499 more than any of his streams should be. But excuse me, early gin. I mean, no, I'm just drinking coffee. But yeah, and the fact that it's just another, you know, Fallout stream, nothing special. It's just like any other regular stream. And of course he goes, and when people call him out on the fact that it ain't that much different than any of his other fucking streams, he goes and bans them or yells at them. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be $5,000 because there was... I mean, I'm sure he would have liked to raise it to that, but given that his last one was $3,000 when he had no money, you know, and it was, I have no other income other than tips, because he hadn't done the jump to YouTube. Now he is on YouTube, so for him to go and say, oh, well, I need the same amount of money now with YouTube revenue when I had no YouTube revenue, like, that would have been a pretty hard fucking sell. I mean, even his biggest of fans, I think, would have been like, dude, like, this doesn't make any sense. Right, and to go back to what you were saying, Blood, that's part of the issue, is that these are people who clearly don't know how bills work or how everything is, hey, welcome to the stream, Lewis. Yeah, like, they don't, when you have a real adult mind looking at everything, it doesn't make any sense, or it's clear something else is going on here. But he always pushes that narrative of, you know, I'm an adult, I'm this, I'm that. Like, I have bills, and he always says, like, oh, my family. And it's like, I know people like to, like, I'm sure there are people out there who maybe it's like a wife, you know, a man and a woman, and like their pet, and they consider that a family. Like, okay, that's, oof. I can go with that, you know, pets can mean a lot to some people. But at the same time, it's like, well, okay, but you can't keep pushing the thing of, I have a family, my family, my family. You're really trying to, like, play with words here. It's literally you, it's you, your wife, and your cat. And neither of those things cost a lot of money. He made about, what was it, 900 yesterday? It was around there. He didn't break 1,000, that's for sure. I think it was like 901 when it was all said and done. I didn't watch the end of the stream. I was too tired. And the other main issue is that you can't keep preaching bills, 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 but then when people ask you, when they ask you financially based questions, you can't just go and shit on them. It's like, no. If you're saying, I mean, like I said, I don't expect Phil to like, bring all of his bills on the stream and put it on webcam for us. Like, okay, that's a bit overboard. But you can't just, like, okay, how much are these bills? But that's the thing, too. Like, someone could be like, you know, he could say, oh, my bill is, like, X amount of dollars. And then if it was a legit thing, and someone says, like, well, no, that's way too much, or that doesn't make sense, maybe he could go and see, like, oh, well, yeah, maybe I am getting fucked over by this. Maybe I should do something. Fucking realize how low on ammo I was. Fucking, I didn't mean to do that. Right, Jay. Like, yeah, but, and I have a family. I have a wife and 3 kids. I mean, you can even see, you can look at my old videos. I did some gameplay stuff with them, which, you know, like, I didn't abduct a bunch of kids and, you know, put them in front of a webcam. Like, those are my kids. May have to go and maybe take those videos down, though. I mean, not that there's anything bad. It's literally just a webcam on my kids playing games. But I don't know if all the COPA rules... I may have to go back and, not that my old videos have really been getting much of a bump since, you know, my other video went live. Like, it's been... Very few people have looked at it in my old stuff, and I'm not upset about that. I don't blame them. But yeah, like, I have a legit family. I have a wife and 3 kids and a dog and a bunny. And again, just like what Jay said, I don't need that much money. Like, I make good money, not as much as Phil does, but I finally gotten to a point where I'm in the black. Where for years I was in the red because of the fact that I'm the sole income earner. Right, and also you can buy food. I mean, I can't speak for cats, but I have a dog. It's a small dog. I can buy one of those big bags of dog food, and it lasts for like 4 to 6 months. And it costs like $50, I think, if that. I mean, I can't speak for how it is for cat owners. I mean, I'm sure, you know, it's different types of food. Because I just do the dry dog food in bulk. I don't buy like the wet food. Our old owner, or the dog, because it was a rescue dog that we got. Well, basically, we adopted it from another family who just couldn't afford it anymore. And the owner said, don't bother going and getting wet dog food. They don't really need it. And she's fine with the dry dog food. And she is. And that saves me money. Right, and that's the thing. Like, if you don't know, or if you're not an adult, or you don't own a pet, like, okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. But when you put just a little bit of scrutiny, a simple Google search will debunk almost all of his complaints, or all of his things. And again, and there's almost no proof of, like, if you really care about him, like, then, and he's constantly complaining about needing money. The answer isn't, oh, well, just give him more money. It's like, no, you need to cut down on your fucking expenses, which he claims he has. But it's like, well, obviously there's more that can be done. Because, again, you don't need that much money. You don't need 125,000 a year, or like 10K a month. I don't need 10K a month.
Mission accomplished.
And it's like people, or like he doesn't want people to remember that he got, I mean, yeah, for years, oh yeah, I have so much credit card debt, I have all this debt I gotta pay off. Okay, and then you filed bankruptcy, and almost all that debt's gone, and you're not paying for your condo fees. And I love how he says, like, oh, going into foreclosure is a good thing. No, it's not. Getting your shit foreclosed on is never a good thing. And who knows, like, we'll see what first, whatever the hell, the mid-first, we'll see what they're gonna do. I wouldn't be surprised if they went after him. Because you know that people have reached out to them. I think I'll do one more game. It's a little, I'm gonna do one more game and then call it a day. Because you know people have reached out to mid-first about him. I mean, it's impossible that they haven't. I haven't. You know, hand to God, I haven't, but you know some people have. Right, yeah, that's part of it too. Like, yeah, I mean, like, I've seen people, like, have big downfalls where they were making a shit ton of money and now they just aren't.
Team deathmatch.
Like, public ones. And I haven't yet to see anyone go and demand all their, things for that.
Take no prisoners, comrades.
You know, he just, I mean, that's a common thing, and even Wings will be I mean, has Phil, like, really owned up to, like, all the incredibly stupid financial decisions that he's made? I don't just mean, like, the, I mean, it's like, how can you get into that much fucking debt, given how much money you were making in the past? I mean, he made so much fucking money. I mean, I'm working on the, I'm still kind of, I'm taking, like, a little bit of a break, just in regards to, like, I don't think I'm going to bother doing a video on this past marathon, just because there's nothing really to work with. It was literally just a case of, I want money, with no really good backstory, where with the old one you had the losing the Twitch thing and the doxing incident and the leaks and things about WWE champions. Like, there was all that good stuff that also went with the story. We don't really have that with this. Like, this current one was just, I want more money. I finally realized that I am really fucked since Twitch kicked me out of the program, and I can't make nearly as much money as I could back when I was affiliate, which, you know, he's gonna fucking go to immediately, or he's gonna immediately try to apply for affiliate when he can, because it makes literally no sense for him not to, unless there's another thing. Well, if there's a change in Twitch management, give me a fucking break. you're telling me you're not going to go back to Twitch if they don't change stuff, or there's going to be some story. Like, for example, I guess now they're finally cracking down on the hot tub streamers. Like, I guess that could count in his mind. It's like, well, look, you know, Twitch is good, man. They care about the gamers again. They're not going to let their site turn into the next OnlyFans. It's like, oh, they mistreated me. It's like, dude, if Twitch had any fucking backbone, he would have been kicked off the servers back in 2017. That's the fucking truth. You know, just shit finally caught up with him.
Enemy helicopter approaching.
Yeah, I mean, I even like said to my wife yesterday. I said, because I mean, she's aware of my video, but she's like, she only knows about Phil what I tell her about him. You know, I'm not hiding anything, but I'm not gonna go and, you know, give her constant Phil updates because she doesn't care.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
But you know, I went, I said, you know, he made $900 today. And, you know, I could see the look in her eye of just like this utter disbelief. Disbelief in your beliefs, basically. But yeah, anyways, back to the thing. The next video, I think it's going to be more about like how streaming is supposed to be
Our UAV
versus how Phil does it. But I don't know like the best way to kind of, because I don't want it just to be like, because I want it to be kind of like the other one where it's like more of a mainstream acceptable type of video as opposed to just saying, oh, here's why Phil sucks at streaming. With kind of the narrative being based off of a bunch of comments that I got from people saying like, you know, Twitch, you know, seeing my video confirms what some people think about Twitch in general. That people, they're just begging for money and want, you know, they want to get paid to play video games and they're just a bunch of spoiled brats. You know, I mean, it's definitely part of it as a generational thing.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Yeah, thanks for the sub, FF.
Friendly helicopter on the way.
I mean, it's definitely a generational thing. Like, nowadays, some streamers are just as popular and beloved as, you know, actors and movie stars of the day, you know, back in the day. Like, you watch a bunch of these rise and fall videos, you look in the comments, and you see all these people upset, not at the content of the video, but like, you know, man, I had so many great memories watching this guy, you know, him or her, you know, this was my childhood here. Whereas to me, like, the idea of like, you know, I grew up, I'm Phil's age. Right, like that, and that's the thing. Like, the video is made. I already know I'm gonna get some shit from some people with the video because I'm gonna be like, okay, you're a streamer making a video about how streamers are good. Like, kind of like a conflict of interest sort of thing. But at the same time, it's like, well, yeah, but I don't think it's wrong for someone who streams to make a thing saying this is, you know, to distance themselves from them. Well, no, I mean generational in the sense that, like, people my age, we don't have stories of like, oh, I grew up with like this streamer, because, you know, streaming wasn't around when we were kids. Oh fuck.
Our UAV is online.
So we've never seen like the type of characters. Yeah, no, I don't mean, yeah, okay, so I probably misspoke a bit. I'm not saying that the way he acts is a generational thing. I mean, streaming and the acceptance of streaming as like a thing and a way to make money is a generational thing. Yeah, no, the way Phil acts is not, I mean, that's not even acceptable for my freaking 7-year-old. I wouldn't tolerate that. So I definitely am not going to tolerate it from a man who's, you know, my age.
Our UAV is online. Our UAV is online.
So kind of a thing to say like, no, this is kind of how streaming really is. Because again, yeah, like for people who are in, you know, their 20s, early 30s, yeah, they're more familiar with streaming, but people like around my age and maybe a little bit older, a little bit younger, they're probably like, what? This is stupid. Or like, why would anyone even get paid, let alone this asshole? Like, I would love to know Phil's advice. Like, I even went, there was a streamer who I follow who's affiliated so she can monetize her Twitch feed, and I flat out asked him, like, you know, hey, what did you do to help get yourself to affiliate? Because she's not big. Like, she only has, like, 70 followers, but she still hits, you know, that's enough. That hits the threshold. You know, and she actually went and, like, gave me advice, and she had a video, or one of her mods had a video that another streamer had made, asking about what's a good way to get to affiliate quickly. Like, legitimately, not like just, you know, buy the thing. Like, they actually gave, like, advice on it. Like, I would love to know what Phil's advice would be to, like, an up-and-coming streamer. It would probably be, like, one of the worst things you could possibly think of. Think of one of the worst things. I think we're about to lose this.
Time is running out.
Not sure though what I would be able to call the video, because I can't just call it "This is how you don't stream," because I've already seen a video with that title. That was like one of the first videos that I saw of DSP.
We have been defeated, comrades.
That's a monster of a gun, isn't it? I actually want to play a little more, but I got some family stuff to attend to, so yeah, I'm gonna call it now. But no, this was fun. Like I said, I'm not gonna be streaming tonight because I got a friend coming over, so we're gonna hang out a bit. But thanks everyone for you could do a good idea, bad idea type video. Yeah, that could be kind of interesting. But yeah, it would be more of like a case of seeing like how real streamers are, like whether and you know, it could maybe do like some different groups of, you know, hey, like I'm not gonna just do a big thing about like Pokimane in it because, well, that's kind of a different, you know, it's not really fair to compare DSP to one of like the top 10, you know, to arguably the biggest streamer on Twitch. But it would be on definitely some big, you know, compared to like some big streamers, some medium streamers, and then even some small, really small streamers, ones who have like less than 100 followers. And then you could argue like, okay, you know, be like, okay, this is how these people react in these situations versus how Phil does it. Yeah, good idea, bad idea. Yeah, I like when what's his name? Soma used to do little things like that in his videos about Phil, where he would go and show like a gameplay sequence, and he'd say like good idea, and he would Soma would show his own, and then bad idea, and then he'd show Phil's. But yeah, so I'm gonna call it a thing. I'm gonna go and watch, finish off Infinity, or not Infinity War, Endgame with my daughter. So we're almost finally all caught up in the MCU. Now that Black Widow is out, we can watch that one in a few weeks. We actually started from the beginning and watched most of the MCU movies. So now we're almost all caught up. Yep, thanks, Arcadius and everyone else who happened to show up, whether it's on YouTube or Twitch.